Hi guys, it's Adam with Bourbon Talk. Today we have Knob Creek Single Barrel 120 proof released by Beam. Beam's not getting a lot of love these days. And you guys are kind of following some of the news, and you would know why. For you that don't, I'll fill you in real quick. Beam right now is with their Bookers line are cutting down the amount of releases they do every year from 6 to 4. They're also doubling the price. So right now what you can get at $50, $55 is going to be $100 to $120 here after the new year. So my first tip is, if you're a big Bookers fan, go pick up a couple bottles because it's pretty readily available on the shelf. And what's actually kind of smart with what Beam has done is it's on sale. Because if it's on sale, they can get rid of everything and start fresh. And really make it a limited release rather than them already having, or having different liquor stores have it, 12 plus bottles on the shelf when they decide to up the price to $100. So pick up Bookers if you need it, or if you want to try it. I picked up a bottle last week and tried it. It's pretty good, and we'll get to review that later. But right now we're talking about the Knob Creek Single Barrel 120 proof. I have opened it. I just tried it a minute ago. Again, I filmed a review and I didn't really like it, how the video turned out too much. It was quite long, so we're just going to try to get to the nitty gritty. I'm just starting to do some of these videos, so some of them might not be as good as the others. It happens. Pour a little bit in here. As you see, the color, it is a nice dark amber color. I did read Knob Creek's website to get an idea. They said there's going to be a nice dark amber color to it. Scents of vanilla, caramel, toasted nuts, almost some oak, which is what a lot of us would consider, your traditional bourbon notes. Their flavor that they go ahead and talk about has a lot of vanilla and caramel, toasted nuts, really. I can actually pull it up here and tell you exactly what they had to say. Tastes deep and complex is the words they use, of vanilla, nuts, and oak, with a long and full finish. So we'll see what we come up with. Right here, I like the colors. It's pretty. If you can see that. I would say probably some of these darker colors can be attributed to the 120 proof. I do believe this one is proofed down a little bit rather than being like a Booker's where it's straight from the barrel, unfiltered. The nose here. I get a little bit of alcohol there. Also some caramel. Lots of caramel. Maybe a little bit of chocolate in there. But I can agree, you got some... I don't get a whole lot of the vanilla. Maybe a little bit. The toasted nuts are in there. And brown sugar. Definitely some brown sugar. Caramel and brown sugar is really what I'm getting from this one. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. It's got quite a bit of heat. I do get I'm getting that vanilla kind of flavor at the back end on the finish, rather than a full mouth kind of flavor of that vanilla. But I'm getting the caramel, the oak, a little bit of toasted nuts. That brown sugar definitely is in there right there on the palate. The heat is quite full, covering my entire palate. At the finish, it's not too bad. It's not I don't feel a burn in my chest or anything. It's not bad. It's not wowing me. I don't know if it's deep, rich, and complex. Is it more complex than some, like a Jim Beam? Yeah. I expect it to be. It's twice the price, nearly. And it's also aged 9 years. So I can expect that. I definitely can tell it, it's not a young, super young bourbon because the oak is more prominent, but it's not bad. Let's add a little bit of water here. Turn so you guys can see this a little bit better. Still early in all these videos, so they're not always the best quality. We'll add 4 or 5 drops. See what this opens up. I haven't really let this one sit too much and open up. Besides that first video, so that might, and I did get a little bit more flavor than when I first shot the video. So I would say if you let this, when you pop it open, let it sit for 15 minutes, you're probably going to get a little more flavor out of it. Not getting as much alcohol. I mean, it's still there on the nose. A little bit more vanilla. I wouldn't say it's that vanilla explosion that their website kind of makes it out to be. Maybe a little bit of citrus in there. You do get a little bit of that. It's almost like a dark chocolate in there. The heat's not nearly as prominent, which I expect after you drop this down probably to about 100 proof, maybe a little higher. That finish, I'm getting a little more of that chocolate now and vanilla there at the finish. Not a whole lot's changing with my palate. Kind of there at the front end, I'm still getting the caramel, brown sugar, some lightly toasted nuts maybe. It's good. Does it wow me? No. Would I buy it for $47? Probably not. In the $30 to $40 range, yeah, I'd buy it there. But some of the liquor store prices I'm seeing, they're, getting upwards of $45 to close to $50 for the bottle. I might pay that price if I knew that the Single Barrel was going to be losing their age statement. But as far as I'm tracking, they're not. I will say this, the Knob Creek, the regular Knob Creek is losing the age statement, so pick that up. A couple bottles of that up if you find it with the age statement still. But as far as I know, we are not having to really worry too much about this one losing the age statement. Maybe with some of the stuff we've seen going on with Beam, I wouldn't put it past them to cut the age statement off this one and even jack the price up. So at $33, this was a good buy, but it's not wowing me. Other than that, let me know what you guys think of it, and maybe we can get some discussion going. And I'll come back to this one again and see if it's changed anything for me. Alright guys, again, this is Bourbon Talk. Go ahead and subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't give a shit. But please do. We'll talk at you later. Thanks.